Hi everyone, welcome to the first segment on using Google Read and Write. The first thing we're going to do is take a look at using Read and Write in a doc. So maybe just watch this video first and then I'll give you some time to go in and play with your own doc. So what you're going to do is click on the article here, How a Snow Day is Declared. Click on that. It's going to open in Google. It'll ask you to make your own copy. Click on Make a Copy. And now the document is open in your own Google Drive. And you should see across the top your Read and Write little puzzle piece here. And if you click that, all the different Read and Write options are going to open for you. Read and Write has a number of different functionalities, and I don't know if I'm going to go through all of them right now. I will get through all of them by the time we're done this whole session. The first one and the basic one that everyone knows how to use and wants to use is just pressing play. So when you press play, the document will begin to be read to you. And if you can't hear that, it is reading to me. And you have the ability to pause or stop that reading. But pretty much it just reads what it sees and it goes. Sometimes that's problematic if there's other little numbers or digits or headings or things on the page. So the first thing I want to show you that I find is really important is the screenshot reader. The screenshot reader allows you to isolate text, highlight certain text, and have that read to you from one word to a whole paragraph. So you click on screenshot reader, the little plus pulls up, and you can actually highlight like this, and then just let go. It'll analyze the text and start reading to you. You don't have to press play or do anything else. It'll just start reading to you. Here we go.
Snow days this week from the Maritimes through Quebec and Ontario all the way to Vancouver Island as winter wallop.
So you can see that that's being read. And if you'd like it read again, you can press play down here in the bottom corner, or you can just close it to get out of it. The screenshot reader will isolate certain text, even a word if you want, and read that to you. I find it useful to just cut out little things that don't need to be read on certain pages, especially when we get to things like EQAO and other documents that are being read. So a screenshot reader is a really cool tool that I don't think a lot of people use, and I think it's very important. Another great tool that is included with Read and Write is the dictionary. So you can highlight any word or stop on any word while reading and click on dictionary. And when you click on dictionary, definitions will be brought up. If your students still don't understand those definitions, there's also the picture dictionary. And you can see a picture definition of the word massive right there. Anything in the dictionary can be read to the student by pressing the play buttons on the side, but dictionary, a great tool for your students to use as well. If you're wondering what this is, it's a screen mask. If the screen is too bright for certain students, you can press screen mask and it'll just dim it a little bit. That's screen mask. Another great feature of Read and Write is the highlighting tools here. I'm going to use the pink right now and I'll highlight a few words. You may ask students to do this for an assignment or whatever it may be, highlight some words they don't know, things like that. And then you can actually press this button and collect all those highlights. So I'll press it one time, I'll say OK, collect the pink, and the highlights will be collected in a new document. You don't have to do anything, the new document will just open with the collected highlights. So that's something else you might want to use in your classrooms. Next to collecting highlights, you can also click on vocabulary. So I've got 3 words highlighted there. I want to click on vocabulary. And again, a new document will be built. I don't have to do anything. It will open up with those 3 words that I've highlighted in a vocabulary list. So the word, the meaning, and the symbol all into a new document. So again, something else you might find useful in your classrooms. Another cool feature is the voice note feature. So let's say I want to put my mouse right here beside Ottawa and I want to add a voice note. Well, I can record Ottawa is the capital of Canada and insert that voice note right into the document. I've clicked on insert. It's going to build the voice note and put it into the document. And there's my voice note. I can play that. Ottawa is the capital of Canada. And I can reply to it or write notes to it, whatever that may be. There's also a spell checker right here. If you want to press on that, any words might pop up. And if you need to erase any highlights, you just click on the broom and clear the highlights. So that's a quick overview of docs. I'd like you to open up your own doc back here in the session, How a Snow Day is Declared, and play around. Something else you might want to play around with in the options right here. If you click on the 3 dots and go to options, you can change your voice. So there's a lot of different voices in here. I tend to stick with Ava, and I like to keep the speed somewhere below 50. It depends on your students. I like 40, 42, but really depends on your students and their needs. So play around with that as well. At this point, head back to the session, click on number 1 using Read and Write with a doc, and click on how a snow day is declared, and play around with some of the features that I just showed you. Go back, watch the video, pause it, play it if you need to do anything else. So this will end segment 1 for now. And just a reminder, if you have any questions, click on comments down here in the activity posts, and you can post any questions you might have about segment 1 that we just watched. And that's all. See you again for segment 2 in a minute.